People, good evening. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a tremendous Tuesday. I'm waiting for the Empress, that is Naomi, to join in this evening. And we are tight on time, so literally we'll be staying with you for an hour. Hey, how you doing? Literally we'll be on for 1 hour and that's it. Yes, yesterday we had other things doing. Yes, carnival prep has started, so I was launching one of the costumes yesterday. I did a bit of modelling. Check me at my age, my tend doing a bit of modelling. But yeah, so that's why we postponed it and done it today. And where is Naomi? Where is she? Where is this lady? She better help and get a little bud in here. But I hope everyone's well. Did you enjoy your Easter break? I know since the last time we spoke, we've had the Easter solace. So spring has sprung, the beginning of a new chapter, the beginning of a brand new year. Yeah. Even though the weather is still rubbish. But hey, they say rain is a blessing. So bless me with water. Naomi, where are you? Where is this lady? Hopefully she'll be joining us soon. Oh, you're in Egypt. Well, okay. Hope you're having a beautiful time in Egypt. Have yourself a blessed time. When are you back? Actually, you said you can't hear me, so there's no point in saying anything. But yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful time in Egypt. However long you have stayed for with you and family. Full joy yourselves. Who else have you got here? Mantis, King, brother, bless up. Thank you so much for joining. I'm just waiting for Naomi to come on in and enter the room. And she's running a bit. Oh, she's here finally. Woo, you reach. Where you been, babes? Where you been, babes? I've accepted your request. So bring your sweet little tushy into the room. Yeah. Where are you? Where are you? I'll send you the request. Your Instagram. Now bother with it today, you know. Today is not the day for your fukari. Okay? Instagram. Today is not the day for your fukari. So, yeah. Nate, is this the account that normally gives you a problem? Because me no know what going on. I need to cancel and add you again. I don't know what's happening, but you can't join. I don't know what's going on. Let me add you and see if that works. So, invite. I've invited you. Now join. Yeah. This is why we're going to move over to... Why are you using that account when it doesn't like you?
It doesn't. You know what? Yesterday and the day before, like there were certain posts I was coming across, and Instagram was not allowing me to like the posts, let alone leave a comment.
Shadow ban. That's probably what it is.
What? Because I follow Dr. Umar.
It's not that. Remember, Instagram watches and it sees what you post. It's all in the algorithm, so it could be shadow ban.
I was about to call you Tasha then. Finona, this is a new account, so I think it's watching what I like.
It's watching.
Yeah, it's watching what I like, not what I post, because I've literally only got 3 or 4 posts on my Instagram.
Let me finish. It watches everything. What you like, what you post.
It doesn't like what I like, but it's because I'm liking a lot of stuff that is controversial, that they don't want to know. Do you know what I mean? I like posts that is educating us.
But folks, welcome to our live.
Yeah.
Like I was just saying to people.
Welcome.
We said, yeah, we postponed it because, yeah, Busy doing live change. I was busy modeling. Check me, my
Yeah,
girl.
you have to post the videos and the pictures, babe, on our gram
Yeah.
to show the hotness on our gram, babes, because she
Thanks.
looked hot. She forwarded me a video, and I literally screamed.
Did you?
I
Cheers. Thank
screamed.
you.
I choked and I screamed. So yeah, people, those of you that are with us now, yeah,
Yeah.
be ready to lose your breath when you see the video,
Yeah,
because
they'll
she
be
was
out
hot.
there soon. So I'm looking forward to that. But yes, hope everyone in the room is doing well. Hope everyone has had a pleasant Easter break. And before you came on, I was just
Mm-hmm.
saying, since the last talk that we've had
Yeah.
the spring equinox. So we're now in a new year now. So
Yeah.
spring is sprung,
The
even though the
official new
weather
girl.
doesn't feel like it, but we're now officially in a new chapter, in a
Yeah.
new year. Feeling great. Cheers. Water. Sage. One.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm going to show you. I haven't taken a sip
Remember the
yet. It
unhappy
says
nine. What's that?
this is parasite tea. I haven't taken a sip yet. Now, people, before you get confused, I'm saying that to Fiona because I was literally telling her the other day, I've been doing a dry fast. Dry fast is when you don't do
No water to the body.
nothing. You
No.
have nada. So yeah. So I'm looking at this and I'm so tempted to just take a sip, and I'm going to see how I feel, because they do say when you're dry fasting, when you start to feel a little bit dehydrated and your mouth feels dry, then you should drink water or just take a sip. So I've got this
But
there.
that's more than water though.
Huh? It's herbs.
But water is water. Yeah, but there's a difference.
Babe, it's herbs.
Yeah, but there's a difference, Nay.
I know
Because
there's a difference,
tea,
babe.
right, okay.
This has
Water,
been looking at me for the past 2 days.
but then why did you make
I've
it?
been,
I'm
huh?
just saying, I'm just
I
saying,
know you're
I'm
just
just saying, I'm
saying,
saying
babe. I know you.
water is water.
I
Even though that's water,
know.
it has herbs in it, and you have a parasite tea. So that's going to do more than that the water does because you're doing dry fast. So I don't know what you're doing there.
I don't
Just
know,
saying.
but I'm looking at it. Literally, all I'm doing is looking at it. I think, you know what? Looking at it is actually making me feel better, because I think today I've been struggling the most doing this
Mm-hmm.
dry fast.
Mm-hmm.
Today I really want to drink some water. And then I remembered I had this in the fridge. So,
Hopefully, excuse me, sorry.
yeah, so looking at it makes me feel good. But looking at you drinking does not make me feel good.
Apologies are not apologies, but then you've got that. So why didn't you take it out the fridge if you're not going to drink it? Because doesn't it's not good to being out the fridge.
I know, but looking at it makes me feel close to drinking it.
Yeah, but then if you don't drink it, then is it not? You're going to have to put it back in the fridge
Yeah,
again.
I'll put it back in the fridge.
So when you're going to
But
drink
looking,
it, you're not going to drink it. What was the point in making it?
well, I made it last week, and last week was when I was doing the water fast. So I
Okay.
did have some then, but I didn't drink all of it. So this is like the remaining part of it.
Oh,
And just looking at it is comforting me, babes.
good. This is giving her comfort, people. Richard, hello, Rich. Richard and
Hey, Ray.
Clinton, Heron, Nichols, and Mantis is in. So it's good to see
Hey,
everybody.
hey, Kings. So
Really,
yeah, you've all heard me having a little bit of a tender moment because I haven't drank in a few days.
we haven't
So yeah,
you haven't drank or eaten. Okay, cool.
mm.
Hold on,
I
I don't know
don't
what.
feel low in energy. I just want to drink something.
Listen to your body.
Yeah.
It's all about listening to your body. Hi,
Yeah.
bitch. Hi. Hi.
You're giving me the high hands. I'm still doing the fast. But yeah, fasting is the discipline. It really does test your discipline. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. But
Must do.
yeah.
And it's always good to cleanse the body because I remember when I was young child. Yeah. Me and my brother were young child. With young children. I want to know if anyone else can relate. Okay. Because our people from the Caribbean, from Africa, you know, our parents did certain things to make our body clean. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One thing we used to do, one, we used to take vitamins. Most good vitamins. Two, cod liver oil.
Oh
Yeah. I'm not
gosh,
talking,
that used to be my
I'm not,
worst nightmare.
and I'm not speaking about tablets. I'm talking about in the
That,
bottle form.
yeah, yeah.
And the thing with that is, I used to think I would get away with it if I'm staying at family or a close friend's yard. That's what I would think. Until what happens is you're ramping it upstairs, and the person says, Fiona, just my brother, come to the kitchen. Okay. There's the bottle and there's the spoon. I'm like, oh God. My mum really packed the thing. She really packed the thing to make sure we take the thing. Oh, yeah, that. And then another thing was wash out. Does anybody remember wash out?
Oh,
Every couple of months, we would take a shower, this what they call shower shield to clean out your system. Literally wash it every
mm-mm.
couple of months. Every couple, it's like a cleanse thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Every couple of
We never used to
months,
do that.
she would give us a tablet to wash out our system and we'd run into the toilet. Yeah. Think
Mm-mm.
back in the day, I thought, no, no, no. But now you see now,
But then you've gone
mm-mm,
back to that.
I've gone back to that. I've gone back to that. The thing that I detested as a child.
Yeah,
But now I
yeah,
realize the benefit. And
yeah.
my mum even said it to me. She went, but look at her now. You see, remember them days? And
Mm,
you screwing up your face.
mm,
And now look, now you've gone
mm.
back to that.
Yeah. The only thing I haven't gone back to is the cod liver oil. Nah, I haven't gone back to that.
I haven't got back. I think I did try one time.
No, I rebuke that. I'll never go back to that. Remember me, it would go in order, if age order. It would be my sister first, we would have to stand in line. So it would be
Mm.
Tasha, then Nathan, then me
Mm-hmm.
to having to take it. And I would make up so many excuses for why I can't take it. That I couldn't open my mouth wide enough. But then my mum would be like, if you can't open your mouth wide enough, why are you chatting? Give me your face. And then, yeah, I used to
You're
cause
good,
a
you could
fuss
chat.
with
We had no
that.
phone to chat. It was literally open up your mouth. That's it. There's no talking. No
No,
answer. It was literally open your mouth.
no. When
Swallow.
it came to the cod liver oil, I used to make up the most noise. I used to make up the most noise. I never, every day, every day, and you know what the call was for as well. And it's just like, why? And then we'll just be all just dragging our feet, taking our time to go to the kitchen. Mm-mm. I don't miss that at all. At all, at all, at all.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
we never did the washout though when I was young.
you never had like a tablet, like a shot or something to cleanse out your body?
No, my mum never gave us that when we
No.
was young.
What
No,
about
no.
you looking? What? No, sir. Wow, Lord God. And the thing, it tasted like, I don't know what it tastes like. It was like a chalky taste, but it was just the most disgustingest thing. Oh, it wasn't nice. It wasn't. Because you know when you're having that, you know you're in the bathroom. You just know
Yeah,
it was
but then how
time.
would you deal with it? Because of what? You're both fighting for the toilet.
No. You just go, when you go in toilet, you go toilet, you're not fighting. There's always two toilets. We had
Oh
two
yeah,
toilets upstairs.
yeah, you're two
Yeah, but no,
toilet paper.
there's never fighting, but yeah, every like 3 months or so, the two things because sure she will come out. Come on, chew. Make sure you chew. Make sure you take chewing it. But
Mm-mm.
no, we go back to the similar things, and I do a cleanse and to make sure my body is cleansed of everything.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will do one very soon though. Probably May will be the next time I do one.
Yeah.
Is there
I've got back into the routine of fasting every month now. What's Rich saying?
Drink
Think I'm
until
still recovering from the
the
Epsom
Epsom
salts
salt.
when I
No,
was.
I didn't do that. Oh God, no, I didn't do that. Oh Lord. You see, there's certain things, man. Like I mean, the cod liver oil and the thing, the Shore Shield thing, the washout. They will forever be etched in my memory, forever. Especially the cod liver oil, because wherever we went for the weekend, that was there. And I I was like, Mom, what? Everywhere we went.
You know what? I have to say that's where we was blessed because my mum, when I would go away for the weekend, that was never packed.
Always packed.
That was never, ever,
Went to
ever packed.
godparents' house, it was packed. I know it was annoying because when we went to other people's houses, well, they had children. Their children didn't need to take it. We had to take
It will just be you
it.
two.
Yes. Yeah. Oh God. That's the question to people then, really. Is there anything you can remember from your childhood that your parents did, or something in your childhood that you had to do that you've actually taken on to do now? For mine, it's the cleansing of the body, because I never thought all them things my mum did, the things she gave us, like I said, as a child, I detested. But now, my brother, we didn't realize it, but we've actually taken that on. And realized the reason why my mum was giving it, was
giving you that.
giving us all those things to make sure. You know what I mean? And so, but yeah, the Shore Shield and the, oh, God. Sorry, it's just, whoo, whoo. So yes, people, I think we have quite a few men in here. Hi, mandems. It's nice to have mandems. But sometimes mandem, you was very quiet and you don't want to talk. You don't want to talk. I think maybe if we do one for the mandem, we should do like a Zoom meeting and not record it, so man can just chat in it. I think
Zoom,
you want to chat, but because it's recorded, you don't really want to chat. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Don't be scared. Don't be
Yeah,
scared.
don't be scared, man. It's just myself. I'm the beautiful Empress Naomi here. What can I say?
We don't fight. We don't fight. We're not vicious. We're loving beings. We're loving beings. But yeah, so that was a good.
What would it be for you? What would it be for you?
Just thinking, to be fair. Think same as yourself in terms of yeah, well, we never did the washout, so I won't say the washout, but like the healthy things that our mum infused in us when we was young, and then and like with the herbs and eating good and having daily routines. I think that is something that I've taken on board. That's something that I've taken on board. And it is interesting, like you said, like, because I absolutely rebuked every single part of it when I was young. So it is very interesting of how I've found comfort in something that when I was younger was absolutely disgusting.
Exactly. Especially seriously. I never used to like to fall ill. A cup of that, and I could smell it I'll be in my bedroom, and I'd be like, oh no.
My grandma used to make and it is good, but it tastes and it stunk. Nasty concoction. Every time any one of us was ill, she already had a Jamaican homemade medicine, and it like what's like garlic, vinegar, onion, pepper. What else was in there? Just a whole heap of madness and different herbs.
Mm.
Every time I was ill, actually, yeah, in honey, in lime, in lemon. Every time I was ill, I knew what was coming. I should just be like, open your mouth, just ready with the spoon. But there was one year, there was one moment when, because yeah, she was, you know, when you could see like it's very mild, but you can see when your grandparents are trying not to laugh, but they are actually laughing at you.
Yeah. Yes.
Her
Yeah.
facial expressions, is it? Because I'm looking at her picture right now. Yes, and talking about you, Grandma. So, but there was one day when I went. I was around hers and my granddad's at the weekend, and my grandma was ill. So
Mm-mm-mm.
guess what I did for her? I was like, no, we don't do illnesses around here, Grandma. Remember, the medicine that you make for us, it will do well for you right now as well. So I made her a jar of the same concoction, and I had the biggest grin on my face. And the dirty look that she gave me, she did not want to take it.
Mm.
She took it, and then it was just hilarious the way she was like, and I couldn't hold back the laughter because I was like, yeah, karma. All the all the years you was giving this to us, and you knew that it was nasty and we didn't like it. Yes, it made us better, so thank you. But yeah,
Mm.
now it's your turn. Now it's your turn. And yeah, I'll never forget that day. That was hilarious, absolutely hilarious.
You know what I find interesting?
Well,
With that is what we literally discussing is the way
mhm,
our parents like instilled certain thing is in us for us to carry
mhm,
a healthy life, so we can carry it on to generation and generation,
mhm.
which is good. However, when it comes to certain things like relationships and growing up, were certain things instilled in us then, as if to say, and do we do it now as if to say, you see a young girl in your family, a young girl that you know, sis, I did this way, better you don't do it this way, do it that way.
That's a very poignant question, because I will say for myself, I was not taught
Mm-hmm.
anything. Do you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
in terms of, do you know what I mean? Like to set myself up for life, and you get a job and you go and study, and do you know what I mean? And like we was talking not so long ago about different health things. But in terms of relationship, I wasn't taught any of that. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't, it was never a discussion. It was never a discussion. And I, from mistakes that I've made, and even good things that I have experienced as well, I do share my perspective or have conversations, especially with my nieces and nephews.
Mm-hmm.
I do try to have those conversations with my cousins, but it doesn't always
Mm-hmm.
land and they don't always want to listen.
Yeah.
But especially with my nieces and my nephews, but most definitely with my nieces being younger women, they
Mm-hmm.
do, they thankfully, they do appreciate when I'm speaking to them. And it's not always about relationships. It's,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I was speaking to one of my nieces the other day about woman and how
Yeah.
we go through so many changes, like with our bodies, like we have so many different chapters. And I was I was saying to her that I wish that that was like a standard thing of where all mothers would let you know your body's going to change.
Yeah.
Because so many of us have had body dysmorphia because
Mm.
we was not ready or aware that our bodies were going to change. I
Yeah, it's true.
remember, and you remember too, I was maga bad when I was young. Yes.
Well, she still like the boobies, but she just.
Yeah, well, no, you know what? At first, I think my boobies was like the swimmer, like you see those little.
Yeah, but what I mean, when you grew, when you was like in your,
Yeah, when I
if
grew,
you were still
but
like, you were
like
still
that,
like
I
this.
went from being mager, and then it was like all of a sudden I had boobies and bottom, but I was still mager, and I was like, oh, where's this come from? You know, it was just like, where's all this come? I wasn't ready for. I wasn't ready. I was not
Yeah,
ready for it. And then the next stage, if like you do start it to widen a little bit, and do you know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean? And then like back in the day, because I was, you know, a dancer and dancing 24/7. So then even with that in the training that I was doing, yes, Wayne, I'm not Marga now. Thank goodness.
mm,
Thank goodness. I like my shape now. I'm starting to appreciate. It's interesting that yes, I am in my mature stages of life, you know, and I've gone through so many different stages. However, I do feel goddamn beautiful and hot. I've
yeah,
learned to appreciate myself, but the stages, and yeah, so going back to the conversation with my niece, because we was talking about one of her friends that also that was having issues with her body. Oh, bless you. Thank you, King. Thank you. So yeah, and I was just like, please tell your friend that first of all, as females, as women, our bodies change. Like it's slightly different for everybody, but every so many years, our bodies change.
mm,
You go from having one thing to maybe a little bit more of it. Do you know what I mean? Like certain foods may trigger for you to put on weight.
yeah,
Like yeah, going back to what I was saying, I was a dancer, so like I was slim, but I was slim thick, and but with the training, my bottom and especially my bottom and my legs, they were yeah, they they were popping, and I wasn't ready for that. Also, do you know what I mean? Like there were so many different stages that we go through, and it's just like, why didn't somebody tell me this?
mm,
But
I hear
then
you.
what was happening on the flip side of that, and it's not even like, you know, there was nothing wrong with my body, but the amount of times that every time my body changed, I would always, there was always somebody in the family trying to put me down, or there was somebody around the family always making snark remarks. Looking back, I realized that was either jealousy, especially being a younger female, a younger, good looking female. I was getting a lot of attention. Do you know what I mean? And that's the other thing as females, like we battle with, is older women being jealous of
Mm,
you just because you're younger.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Literally just because you're younger, you don't have what they have, you don't have as much money as they have, they're married, you're single. Do you know what I mean?
mm,
You're just living, you're exploring living life, and literally, but then older women will be jealous. And it's just, yeah, there's just so many things that I wish that we had more open discussions about. So I do make a point of having those discussions with my youngers whenever I don't, do you know what I mean? I don't always make it like every time I see them it has to be a lecture, but
yeah,
I do make an effort to have those discussions, and also to allow them to talk. So because it's not
mm,
just because we're older, we know everything, like
Mm-hmm.
can learn so much from the youngers as well, you know. So I do appreciate the relationship that I have created with my nieces and nephews, and that they know that I'm an open book, you know.
And I think that's, and I think that's the thing when we were growing up, was if we were seen but not heard. So when we questioned stuff,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't question or asking questions. So
Mm.
more time, just like that.
Yeah, you was never allowed to ask no
Yeah.
questions at
And I
all.
think with you, like you mentioned, as females in regards to the body thing, yo, people, I had it bad, and I ain't gonna lie, I hated my body, hated it. And when I say I didn't like it, hated my body. No, you hear me
But
say
then you
the
know what
banging
the
body.
interesting thing is with that?
I hated. I didn't like it.
Never understood why and how you hated your body, because Fiona's body has always been banging.
Didn't like
All the
it.
stages Fiona's been in, she's always looked banging. But there was
Yeah.
a long period where you was really insecure
I was
about your body.
talking years, babe. I'm talking years. You probably
Yeah,
know I'm probably need to hide it, but honestly, I did. As people, what would they say? The hourglass shit, the hourglass figure. That was me from. I was skinny, and I had the little leg, then had the bottom. And what got me was when like certain family members commenting on how my bottom is big and blah 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 blah, and I was like, okay. But at that certain time, at those times, getting clothes was very very difficult. It was a challenge back in
because
the
your
day.
waist is
My
so
waist
small.
was so small, had the broad hips, and in them times, oh, a woman was looking like that. That was the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That was what was popping on TV. Every music video was this, and I'm there with this. The only time you'd see them women is on hip hop videos like this.
Are you gonna?
Like,
Okay,
yeah,
I feel okay. I'm going to apologize because I
yeah.
did.
Apologize. Please apologize. Tell them what you used to tell the people what you used to say to me. Yeah, go on, go on. Apologize. I got, what's eating? She looks more banging from walking on her hands to walking on her feet now. What?
What? Walking on your hands? When was you walking on your hands, babes? You've been doing handstands or something? I haven't seen none of this.
I used to, but anyway, please enlighten the folk.
Uh, I apologize, babes, for the comments and the nicknames I gave you.
My skinny legs.
Your
I've always,
slim legs, not skinny,
I am
slim.
like my grandma, innit? My nana. One girl called them chicken legs. You know, where's your ankles? Where's your legs? Your legs is chicken legs. Yeah, sorry, I disrupt you. Sorry, Minette. What were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, I'm apologizing, babes. This is a public apology. I
Oh,
apologize. I won't share what I used to
why
call you, but
not?
it was endearment, babes, and it was like it was endearment. It was bigging you up. I don't want to say it, and then someone might see you on the road and then call you out, and then
I always
they'll know.
remember because I always remember there was a particular female that would pop up in every video, and you would say, Fiona, that's your body, that's you right there. I'd look at you like that. You one of them? What do you mean I'm one of them? No. It's one particular female. And I remember it to this day.
Body was good. Her body was nice. So it was a compliment, babes.
Mm-hmm.
I was honouring and giving, you know, your shapely body compliments, babes.
Yeah. That, like you said, that was part of growing up. But at the time, I didn't like it. And I think it was the fact that it was a clothes thing for me.
Mm.
It was a buying clothes and having to buy like a size big, and I'd be like, but I'm not that size. I've got to, because then it was all about the size. I was like, no, why am I buying that size? Well, I have to buy that size because it's got to go with my bottom. Then it goes in my bottom, and it's too big around the waist. So I'm trying to get a belt, It's a lot.
But then you know what? As you're saying all of this, because at that time when you was not loving your body, you would always give me compliments about mine, especially about my bottom and legs. But then you have,
Like you said, you did dancing, so everything was toned and tight. Even to this day, you may, but you've still, everything is still toned. You still have the toned leg, just like our other cousin. The tone, you still have that tone in there because you've been doing dancing for so long. Mine is jelly on the plate, ribble wobble jellies. I'm not going to show you, but I can.
it's good, babe. Wibble wobble is good, babes.
Yeah,
And you do work out,
I love it. Now, I
so
love
you're
it.
not so wibbly.
Me appreciate it now. Me appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Get me?
But yeah, I do wish that the elder women in our families spoke to us about really important subjects in terms of our bodies, sex, relationships, or even just down to how are you feeling?
Yeah.
You know, because there was none of those conversations of even you could sense when something was off. You could sense, you could feel the feelings, but you could never talk about it. And that was dire, to be fair. That was dire. You could feel somebody's pain, but you was not allowed to talk about it. You was never allowed to reference it. When you're going through pain, you could never reference it unless literally you have a moment where you just crumble and fall and bawl. But then even there'll only be one, if you're lucky, two people, if you're in the same household as them at the time, that would come and console you. Do you know what I mean? But but then like we're not giving excuses, but it's just like they learn how to be that way from the elder generation, because the elder generation, like our grandparents, they were hard, man. They were hard. So I
think
do.
I think that's why it's so important now for us and our generation to make sure that we're as open and as honest as possible.
Yeah, the people that we needed when we was younger is the people that we need to be now.
Yeah.
For not just the younger generation, everybody. Do you know what I mean? Everybody. Like there was one woman last week where did I go in? I went into a store and I didn't even think about it. I just naturally asked her, "How are you doing?"
Yeah.
She literally nearly had tears in her eyes, and she was thanking me so much for saying something so basic.
Wow.
And we was, you know, the queue was long, but we was chatting forever. We ended up chatting for ages, and then we was just talking about the importance of checking in with each other, that it's okay and it's a decent thing to do, to ask, how are you? Are you okay? Do you know what I mean? And sincerely as well, like don't say it when, do you know what I mean? If you don't mean it, don't force it. But I genuinely guess I've always been like that. I want to know that all of us are okay. Do you know what I mean? Or that even if it's a stranger, smile.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with smiling. There's nothing wrong with saying hello. I know many Londoners don't like that, because when I first moved to London, I could never forget, what line was it? Was it the Jubilee line? And one black woman was just staring at me, and there's me smiling, happy. It's a good morning. So I says to her, "Hello, good morning." She's like, "Huh? Do I know you?" And I was like, So I say good morning then, because it's good morning. Hi. And then she continued to cuss me because I said hello. My reaction, and I know not many people can handle it, is I just start laughing. I find it hilarious. That pissed her off even more. And she was cussing me bad. And I was just like, raw, what is wrong with these London people? All I said was hello. Like in Nottingham, we say hello, good morning. Do you know what I mean? Like, lucky I didn't say, hey up, duck, because then I would have got cussed for calling her a duck. But that's what we say in Nottingham. Well, I didn't say it. I don't say duck, but I do say hey up. But yeah, it was hilarious. And then I can remember later on that day, when I got home and I told my ex what happened. And then his response was, welcome to London. Welcome to London.
I have a question here. Sorry, carry on.
No,
I have a question.
I've already ended. Would you say the attitude then is hush and shut your mouth and respond, elders?
So in other words, back on the other day, they'll just say, "Ush." Actually, it was "Ush, be quiet."
Yeah, hush your mouth, like
Push your
be
mouth.
quiet.
Mm.
Be quiet. Like children are there to be not even seen. Do you know what I mean? Like not to be seen, not to be heard. Like everything to be quiet. But then the contradiction with that is many adults would be having adult conversations in front of us.
Close your ears. Remember that one? Cock your ears.
Yeah.
Cock your ears. Huh? Mm.
And I would literally try to close my ears. And it's like, it doesn't make any sense. And then you're supposed to live and go on as though you don't know anything. But then you know what this person said about that person. You know what this person is doing in their private life, what they shouldn't be doing. And so there's so many, so you grow up with all these different conflicts and these stories, these baselines of things that you don't fully understand as a child. Like some things you blatantly know is wrong. But then if you ever had a moment when you remember overhearing something when you're supposed to have closed your ears, and you're like 15 years of age and you're just sitting there watching telly, and then you're like, oh shit, that's what they the penny finally drops like 8 years later when you're, reaching, do you know what I mean, towards adulthood, and then things start to make sense and you're like, rotted, that's what they meant, that's what they was talking about. Jeez and peas. And then you reliving everything again. You reliving and then you'll see that family member at the weekend. Do you know what I mean? Or you'll see that family friend at the weekend when you go in church, and you can't look at them the same. You can't, because you realise what they did when you were 6. So yeah, life is interesting. It really is. It is. Oh, but yeah. I love the elders. I love them to life. However, I do wish that they did more for us in terms of the communication.
Yeah, definitely.
And allow us to realize the importance of certain subjects.
And allow us to ask questions, especially ask something. What you want to know that for? What you want to know that for?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's it. Why you asking them something for? Okay. You just get a bite back. Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, yeah.
But then you're asking questions on could be your family history. But then it's probably triggering for them because it brings back
Yeah.
bad memory. However, you're clear if it's a bad memory, it's a bad memory. That means you haven't got over that and you're still traumatized by that.
Yours. Yeah.
That isn't
Yeah.
the child's fault. The child was just asking a question, so don't take it out on the child.
Mm.
And like I mentioned before, I think that's why I've mentioned it before and I say it again, I just feel it's important for us now at our age to be open and honest communication with the young
It's
women.
healing for us too. It's healing for us too. There's certain things that I've spoken about with my nieces that I'm not going to lie, it was difficult to talk about, but it was healing. Do you know what I mean? And also to pass down of certain things that I've gone through. Because I'm like, I pray to God, you do not experience what I've experienced. However, if you do, or whatever you experience, always know, never, ever, ever, ever forget, you can come to me anytime. Do you know what I mean? Anytime. This is a safe space. This is a safe space. You can talk to me about anything. Randomness, do you know what I mean? Whatever it is, you can talk to me. And I've been, again, like very active with that to let them know. And I say it was easier to do that with the girls, and I had to push harder with the boys, because I would just get, yeah, I'm all right, yeah, cool, and I'll be like, we're supposed to be having a conversation. These 1 word, 2 words is not giving me anything. Do you know what I mean? So I have had to work harder with my nephews to get more than 2, 3, 4 words out of them. You know, but as they've got older, when again, like, yeah, they know that they can just call me up and ask for my help if they need help, talk about whatever. Do you know what I mean? When we see each other, it's always love. So, but yeah, I made that was one of my life missions, to be honest, and that was because of what I feel and believe I missed out on, because I didn't get that. I did have 2 uncles that, yeah, that I could talk to. Do you know what I mean? And they were that, they were the absolute greatest that I was able to confide in and talk to, have fun, laugh, jokes, and all of that. But yeah, like, yeah, just making sure, yeah, that the youngers know it's okay to talk.
Yeah.
It's okay to talk. We have to learn off each, because if you're not able to learn from me, one of your relatives, where are you going to go and learn? And when I look back at my school days and some of the things that I used to see some of the girls getting into, and some of the things that they would be bragging about, I was like, I used to feel it for them, because I used to say to them, like, have you got nobody at home guiding you? Not that do you know what I mean? I had many guiding me too, but it was just like, you shouldn't be doing this. This isn't healthy. This is not good. Like, you're only 15.
I think as well as knowing that they have you to speak to or others to speak to if anything goes wrong, I think it's also important for them to know that we've made those mistakes. So it's okay to make mistakes. Ain't no one perfect. We've we've made them mistakes, man, and it's okay because they're probably thinking, nah, I've done that wrong. Nah, man. Nah.
And then beating themselves up. And don't get me wrong, because I was saying this to my sister. Yeah, I was saying to my sister earlier, actually, because, yeah, you know how, I don't know what year it would have been, where a lot of people would have been, do you know what I mean? And you'd hear it in certain tracks as well, like, no regrets, don't have no regrets. And I started to buy into that, not having any regrets. But then, I don't know, it's kind of like a flip of the coin, because I have regrets, but then I do realize that the mistakes and experiences that I've made has made me the person that I am now. And I love the person that I am now. However, that still doesn't take away that there are certain experiences that I wish that I never experienced. I wish that I made better choices. So it's the flip of the coin of, yeah, I appreciate, I love myself, I give myself grace. I'm going to be a work in progress till the day that I die. Do you know what I mean? However, I do still have regrets, because there are certain things that I wish that I never experienced. There was choices that I wish that I never chose to do. Do you know what I mean? There were certain beliefs that I had that I wish that I never had. You know? So, yeah, I was speaking to my sister about that briefly earlier.
Then, like you said, you didn't go through that. Would you be the person you are today without those things? And that's sometimes that can hurt, because you're thinking, if I didn't go through that trauma, would I be where I am right now? It's like you had to go through that trauma to get you to where you are. Trust. It's called life, and we each got it, and we gotta live it right.
Is it a sing song?
Life. We've each got one to live, and we all gotta live it right. Yeah. Oh my gosh, easy. Walk on, easy breezy, cool and trees.
Hey.
When you dig up say from, been a long time, brother man. It's been a long time. Have you
stayed away from us ever since that last live that you joined.
Which one was that? Oh, which one? What did we do?
When someone was trying to say that you was eyeing her up.
Oh, was that the one?
That was the last time I saw. Easy joined.
That's been a long time. That's been a long time.
After that live, you was like, "Fuck that."
I remember that one.
I remember that.
I'm not sure about that.
Talking about me. Then he was like, yeah, I've got to go, I've got to go. Yeah, he's laughing. So yeah, he remembers. Don't be scared, babes. Don't be scared.
Yeah, it was a blessing to have you with us. You've been a blessing. Hope everything's good with you and family. Hope everyone's well and blessed, man.
Yeah, mum.
But yeah, those are the joiners. We're gonna jet soon. We're gonna log off soon. But what we were speaking about was, we had a bit of a nostalgia moment, and we're just asking people, is there anything that you can remember from your childhood that you've actually brought into your future? And mine was in regards to health benefits, like this stuff my mum instilled in me and my brother at that time. We didn't realize it, but now we do. Yeah, so I shared the Cod Liver Wall stories,
one more thing I will say,
and the Watch Out stories, and the City Aston stories.
One more thing I will add is, like, I call it my mum's library, the wealth of her books.
Wow, okay.
And just the imagery as well, like every picture was, and still is, like, and even the ornaments, everything was something.
Ornaments, man. Who have those? Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, my mum still has the ornaments, but there's certain ornaments that looked like us, that look like
Yeah,
us, pictures that resemble us, and then also the literature that my mum would have in the shelves and still has, was to educate us. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like politically, to let us know what's going off in either culturally or
mm,
politics, or even like one of even though I never used to read the book when I was young, but I did used to I always used to stare at it. I used to always stare at it, and it was my mum's Ianla Van Zandt books. So
okay.
so that's how I knew about that woman. Her name is because my mum had all of her books, and then it wasn't until when I was older, and then I was like, oh, I know that name, Ianla Van Zandt, but then I realised I've never read any of her stuff, and then I was like, wow, this is what we had at home. Like, do you know what I mean? So it was just the introduction
Mm,
to healing, because Iana Van Zandt is all about healing. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'd like to add of those things there of the. I will say I've got how many ornaments? I've got 2 ornaments.
mhm.
One of them looks like us, the other one is an elephant. But then imagery, do you know what I mean? Like the images that I have at my house, and then also literature as well. So it's just like the things that I grew up with that I
Yeah.
didn't fully understand. Do you know what I mean? I would stare, or I would
Mhm.
browse, or I would read a little bit, but I wouldn't fully get it because it was just too deep for my little brain. But then, yeah, what I've instilled into my home now is having all of that, and knowing that those things for when I do have children will be a staple for them. Do you know what I mean? I'll have even more of it when they're here. So yeah, is everyone good? Yeah, we're good, babes. How are you?
Very good. Hope you're well too.
Yes. But yeah, we are blessed. We are blessed. We are
Already.
blessed.
Yeah,
Been, this conversation has been a beautiful, reflective conversation.
it has.
It's been a nice reflection.
Mandem. It's been nice having you join us, Mandem. It's been nice. Because we've maybe 1, 2 it's mainly been the Mandems.
Who's with us now? Rich and GT. Would anyone like to join us
I
before
was
we
gonna
log
say.
off?
Yeah.
9 o'clock. Yeah, we're going to log off soon. But if any of you would like to join us, come and say
Fire, fire.
thank you.
Thank,
Thank you. Want to come on?
Thanks so
Give us
much.
2 bars. Spit some
Yeah.
bars.
Let us know what anything that you've. I know Rich said. What did you say, Rich? Was it your Epsom salts?
Yeah, the absolute. When he was 10.
Yeah. Oh
Oh,
God.
boy. But yeah, this has been a nice, fruitful, reflective conversation.
Man, it has.
And yeah, realize how much that we've learned, and how much we've evolved. Do you know what I mean? How far we've come.
And how much we have to pass down and pass on.
Mm, mm,
Each one in that's in here has something to pass on
yeah,
to the next
yeah,
generation.
100%. Yeah, definitely, definitely. We all have something valid to pass down for real. And it's interesting that of the topic that we've spoken about passing down to the younger generation, because you know that platform that I follow, A Healthy Alternative, and they focus on water fasting. I
Yeah.
saw a video that Chris James and his brother Stephen was talking about how the importance of exactly what we've just said of but they was more focused on like the food element, because he was talking about how there's so many unhealthy people right now. So then some parents before they even are able to get to the stage of being grandparents, they're passing away. And it's because their diet, do you know what I mean? Their diet is so bad and they're not taking care of themselves. So the children that would have been their grandchildren miss out on all of the knowledge, the stories, even agricultural things that they would have learned from their grandparents, and how we need to make sure that we stick around. Do you know what I mean? Even just so that we can pass down. Do you know what I mean? Like take care of ourselves health wise, so that we can pass down. We're here alive to be able to pass down our knowledge and life stories to our grandchildren.
That's a must.
You know?
Amen. GT Empires says, my journey is
Too
too long
to go through. Okay, you need to write a book then, babes.
Everything
I'll
down
start doing some blog posts.
and publish it.
Yeah. Start posting some blog posts.
Just write things down.
Yeah.
And
Do you journal?
go back 6 months later, have a read, and look, you can see the changes that you've made and how far the steps that you've made.
One of my journals
to where you want. Now, don't even talk to me about journals, David.
But babes, there's one particular journal book that I have, and every so many months it goes missing.
Absolutely.
And I don't understand. Like I have like, not as many journal and notebooks as you, but I do have quite a bit. But I always have like journals for speaking life and love into myself, and then the other ones for like just venting and ranting and getting all the crap that I need to get out. But it's the one of speaking life and love into myself that keeps on going missing. And I've been searching my house and I'm like, where are you? And then it will turn up in the most random place, and then I'll lose it again. But then my other journal is just sitting there because I haven't got anything to vent and rant off about right now. I'm feeling really peaceful.
Right, GT Empire has a question for you. You said that your journey is too long to go through. However, is there anything like myself and Amy have said from your childhood that you've actually brought with you to this present day that has benefited you or is still benefiting you? You hear on the line? Let us know before we log off. Okay?
Yeah.
Time is ticking. Time. Because I got things to do today and tomorrow.
I need to do my hair.
Yes. What? To what? So what is it then?
Yes.
Yeah. We're waiting.
You have a minute, 60 seconds.
We're here waiting, mate. We're here waiting.
Responsibility.
Sorry, I just...
What?
Nothing, sorry. I'm fine. It was a joy, it's a joy, a burst of joy. Something that I've just been shown.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's made me that happy. I just want to burst into tears and cry because it's made me so joyful. It was fine. Sorry. So responsibility. What? Okay. Anything else? We've all learned responsibility.
You just give it the one-word answers, right?
Are you in a place where you can't? Maybe in a place where you can't speak.
Yeah.
I shared my health benefits. That's what I brought into my without realizing it. I brought into my future, and that's what I'm health benefits. But anyway, since you're going to give one-word answers and that.
See ya. Thank you for joining us.
And we'll see you in. I'm going to be to the first Monday of the month, isn't it? Oh, I had to learn morality early. Oh,
Ah.
okay. How early is early, if you don't mind me asking? You don't need to share if you
Mm.
that word. You know, I think maybe we should do something like this, but on a Zoom and just
Mm.
come in and talk. Yeah.
Mm.
But then do remember though, folks, when we do our live sessions,
Eight.
the second 8.
Eight. Wow.
Wow. That's
Mm.
yeah, that is but yeah, what I was gonna say, remember when we have our live events, when
Mhm.
we say part recorded, part of the first half is recorded, but the second half we don't record it.
Yeah, we don't
Literally for
record.
this week, for this kind of reason that we said, because we find people are open anyway, and people do open up, but in the second half, people open up
Mm.
even without
Open up.
realizing.
And you know what? What I do like about the second half, it gives us all a moment to not be conscious of our phones
Yeah.
and the world. Like it brings us back to the 90s when we didn't have social media. Don't get me wrong, because of course me and Fiona are doing Sisters Talk About, so we, you know, we have the benefits of social media, but there are the elements where, do you know what I mean, at the times when I wish we didn't have social media and we was just able just to enjoy the moment instead of feeling like we have to film and picture every moment. I
Mm-hmm.
do like taking pictures, especially selfies. Yes, I do.
Not gonna lie.
And if you take out your camera, you can never catch me off guard because I'm always ready. Fiona knows this.
Seriously, you could be facing the other way. The sooner you go up, all of a sudden, I don't know how she into the camera. Or she could be tying his shoes. I'm like, this lady right here. Every time we just, I'm like, she just then she's always camera ready. Always, always. Me not so much, because me not so much. But yeah, no, this lady she always camera ready. No.
It's like that from when I was young. You
Mm.
never catch me off guard with the camera. But yeah, but it is nice to not have cameras and phones. So yeah,
Yeah.
the second half is love. The whole event is lovely, but the second half is definitely lovely, and you definitely feel the warmth in the room, and everyone's just open
Remember,
and sharing
yes. So remember to
their
get your
perspective
tickets.
and
Remember to
stories.
get your tickets. And the
Yes,
stars that will be with us hosting on the night will be revealed in the next couple of weeks.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Looking forward to this
That's
one.
gonna be
Looking
a good
forward to
link.
this
That's gonna be a
one.
good little mashup.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be a good link up. But thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, guys. Welcome to our channel, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, guys. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. Yes, we do appreciate every single one of you that takes out the time to tune in and listen
Mm-hmm.
to us. Sometimes we just ramble on about stuff like the last one was rambling on about
Yeah.
terminal
You know how
extensions.
many
So
messages I've received about why did Fiona ask about toenail extensions? And I was like, right, me and Fiona are extremely close, but her brain is extremely random.
it
Please do not ask me where her thoughts come from. Don't, because I will never have the
but
answer.
no one's still been able to answer that question. So the question is still unanswered, okay? Terminal
Yeah.
extensions, why? See, the question is still there. Okay? I think I'm going to put it on my status and put it on my story. Terminal extensions, why? I just want to know the answer.
I just hope I don't see any toenail extensions in the next coming weeks or this summer, because I've never understood when I've seen them, and I just don't ever want to see them again.
There you go.
I don't.
I'm still waiting for everyone to answer my question. Okay.
No. Your question is being answered with a question of why are you asking that, babes? Or just with pure laughter. Because you're random.
And the thing is, when people want to know, I know people want to know just as much as I do. So hey, you know what I mean? Anyway, people, gotta go, man. Gotta go. We've got things to do. We're chopping and changing. We've got busy lives. We've got busy lives. We've got busy lives. And on that note, like we said, go on Eventbrite, get your ticket for May 31st. Make sure you get it quick, snap it up. Then you limited amount. Once they're gone, and we're unable to let you in the room. Room. Also, we will see you in
the
2
first
weeks.
Monday of... Wait a minute,
This is the
first Monday of April.
I've already said this. So we'll see you
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Boom! So until then, love, peace, plenty of peace. Love, blessings, and abundance to all. Have a blessed week. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Love. Bye.